So guys, welcome to the channel. The artificial intelligence voice has taken Sunday off, so you're stuck with me with this dodgy audio, this dodgy accent, but it could be worse. So here we are in the central Siem Reap. It's about 30 degrees in January. These days are very cold at night, early morning, but now around midday it's heating up. Today we're going to take a look at the old airport, the ghost airport that used to be Siem Reap International. The great thing about the airport is that it was about 10-15 minutes outside the city. As any of you who may have traveled recently will know that the airport is now the new international airport is about 39-40 kilometers actually outside the city, so it's a bit of a trek. Anyway, let's go see what's happening. So actually this road, if you go straight, will take you near to Angkor. As a foreigner, or a barang, as it's locally known, you need to get a pass. Day pass is about $37. It's not something I'm going to invest in today as somebody who is a resident. But I've heard that if you're living here for 2 years, you get the fee is waived. But maybe in another video we'll go around Angkor, but not today. So just here on the left, we're gonna go up the Khmer Pub Street. I think it looks completely different at night time versus the day. So it's not a great, yeah, I mean, it's contrast of both the day and night to see, you know, everything lit up, but it's where many of the locals hang out during the evening. So yeah, just going along Khmer Pub Street now, staying in the cycle lane, keeping slow. I've seen a lot of accidents here already, so I'm not so worried about my driving. It's the drivers around me. I see people lose control very easy. But anyway, yeah, here is the Khmer Pub Street. I think if you are traveling internally between Phnom Penh and Siem Reap, the giant ibis is just there on the right. So that's a really great and cheap bus service to not just Phnom Penh, but around Cambodia. I think it even stretches to Vietnam and Bangkok actually. The Bangkok journey takes about 22-23 hours, but it's very comfortable. The seats are very comfortable, the service is great, you get a free croissant. Probably not pronouncing that correctly in English, but I do not care. And you get some water. So just passing along now, Khmer Pub Street. Actually, it's quite dull this time of the day. Nobody, not much activity. Around midday, between 12 and 3, it's so hot here. Many people just it's a bit like Spain. People take a little siesta, and it's so hot. So probably what I should be doing. But you know, it is Sunday, so just going to swing a left now. Not actually sure what this street is, but we'll find out. What I want to do is connect onto National Road 6, which is just ahead of us, parallel with the Khmer Pub Street. National Road 6 used to be one of the main arteries that we pass just beside the old international airport. So I'm not sure if many, as much traffic is there now, but it's still, main thoroughfare here in Siem Reap. But actually, maybe a bad decision. Looks like the construction just ahead of us, so we'll have to do a U-turn. Not to worry. Yeah, so as I was saying, the National Road 6 actually has quite a few interesting sites. You've got the War Museum, which has some Soviet tanks. It's worth an interest if you're interested in military history. You can see some old. They've got some MiGs, actually, some Soviet MiGs, Sukhoi MiGs, which is interesting. There you see sometimes the rules of the road go out the window. So let's try to stay alive while not breaking any rules. But yeah, so you got the Soviet kind of tanks, MiGs. You got some of the Civil War artillery. Yeah, it's very interesting. But well off the beaten path, down a little lane on National Road 6. Other things are the Angkor, I'm not sure what it's called, the Angkor village now or something, but it was the Cambodian cultural village. I think the new property owners renamed it for some reason. Not sure how much traction that brand is getting, but the Cambodian Cultural Museum or Village is what has stuck, for lack of a better term. I think it's like, some of the football stadiums across the world, they get renamed by the brands, like the SoFi Stadium, stuff like this. Not sure actually if that's renamed by the Emirates, for example. Actually, that's a bad example. The Emirates is completely new from Highbury, but yeah, I mean, you get the picture. But yeah, so a couple of hotels, 2 tourist attractions. You got this thing that looks a bit like the London Eye. I'll go past it now. There's a gym, nobody in it. We got some schools here. So yeah, you start to see the busy road. So got some nice quads going for a hike across the countryside, which is pretty cool when you're in Cambodia. Brilliant countryside for traveling, especially on the ATVs or the quads. So that's actually pretty fun. So I'm not sure where the camera is at because I'm driving, but on my left is a big Ferris wheel that is, okay, it's not like the London Eye, it's not as impressive, but it's interesting. Something fun to do if you're here with the family. So yeah, huge broad boulevards. I love some of the roads here. They're so wide and broad, the massive boulevards. It's funny though, when you leave the city, they drastically narrow. But in the city, leading into the city, they're massive, huge, wide, which is great. It's actually the same. Maybe I'll make a video from the new airport, but if you arrive there, you've got this big, huge motorway. It's in the middle of not the desert, but the countryside. It's very arid, and so it's almost desert. But today, yeah, just gonna check out the old airport. Let's see what it's at. So yeah, you see like people just come the same direction. Quite common here in Southeast Asia. Yeah, some nice resorts. This Lotus Blanc, for sale. Yeah, some very opulent, big buildings. So yeah, a lot of wind at the moment. I got my windscreen on, but I hope this audio is coherent. Like I said, our artificial intelligence has taken something off, so you're stuck with a human. Lots of big hotels, like just dormant, empty. I see a lot of for sale signs. I guess the airport, since it's been switched, you used to get a lot of traffic coming in, a lot of passengers, maybe crews, airline crews, just having very convenient um, layover places here. But everything's kind of quiet. I think Cambodia was hit by COVID-19 big time, like the whole world was, but it's not really recovered. I don't have the official statistics, but yeah, in terms of hotel occupancies and the exact passenger arrival numbers, Thailand is, off the chart. Well, not off the charts, but it's made a successful recovery. I believe just 2024. Cambodia is still reeling slightly from the impact of COVID-19. So just got the Anantara there in the left, which is very plush. Oh, and this is where you get the Ferris wheel right beside the Anantara. So they've strategically placed themselves beside the Ferris wheel, which I'm sure is a massive USP. But yeah, not moving. I think at night time this is picks up a bit. And just on the left is the Cambodian cultural village. I won't be going in there now. Probably the only person that's going towards the old airport. Most people, the typical day here for tourists, they go early to the Angkor Wat and the surrounding temples, get the pass, $37. A lot of people come to see the sunset, the sun just rising over the beautiful temples. You've got the main Angkor Wat, but I really think there's so much more. I'm not sure the exact number of temples, but you've the Bayon Temple, the Angkor Thom. You've also got some other like, temples just outside, and you see that person just put in quite abruptly. At least they indicate. Got some very large chickens. I'm not sure if you saw that in the video, but there's some massive roosters. I might get it on the way back. Statues of roosters. So yeah, just I think this should take about 10 minutes. Not actually. My Google Maps is off, so I'm kind of winging it today. I'm usually dialed in digitally, but like I said, AI is off, so I may as well go use human instincts today, which sometimes is a bit more fun. Yeah, so random events happen here. They've used it for like drag racing, and no idea what's going on with it today. I'm not sure it's active. I'm not sure. But very curious just to find out some ambulances here, some police cars. So first time I was in Siem Reap was just before COVID, and this was the airport where I arrived. And actually I did not know that the new airport had opened, even though I traveled here many times. And last time I was very surprised. I just ordered a grab. I was a little tired. I didn't think too much about just a quick order, book, tuk-tuk, and go. Then I looked at the distance when I was in the back of the tuk-tuk. Quickly realized that it was saying something like 40 kilometers. I actually think it's further. But yeah, so in the back of the tuk-tuk, through the desert, about 2 or 3 hours. It was kind of nuts. But so if you're going to the airport, I would say book a transfer in advance. Get something American. Just slow down. There's a kid. You see that a lot. Maybe 3 or 4 people on the bike. People drive actually very, very good here. You might think if you're coming from a Western country, you might have a little shock, but everything is kind of under control mostly. So here's where some of the confusion comes. I think it's going right now. So let's see. You got a bike trail. Well, let's just stick in the lane. Probably many people wondering why is this why is this guy going to the airport, or where is he going? Hey, I'm interested in airports, man, you know. Why not? I'd say if we get inside, but I'm not sure. I think it might be just a superficial type trip. I've not asked for permission to go inside anywhere, so I will respect the rules as always. I can see a control tower, or what looks like a control tower, or air traffic control tower in the distance. I'm not sure how that looks in the camera. It should be filmed at 60 kilobytes per second, so you might be able to zoom in. Have a big fancy TV, a fancy smartphone. But it's interesting to see how this. Yeah, I think the road was always like this. It's not that bad. You just got that mirage effect, like in the desert. It's really hot. I forgot to wear my UV protection today, so lobster-esque. Hopefully I don't get back cooked. Alright, yeah, I think that's definitely the airport. The air traffic control tower is just airside now. Very curious how this audio turns out. The wind is just all over the place. But hopefully it's good. I decided to do some commentary as we walk along, or just bike along. Not walk. I don't think I could ever walk here. Maybe run, but it's too hot. Yeah, so here we go. This brings back memories of just in the departures. So everything's closed. That's the exit. So yeah, a lot of things overgrown. This is where you used to pre-COVID or pre-new terminal, pre-new airport. You get the tuk-tuks just lined up here. But obviously today there's nothing. Siem Reap entrance, international airport. So yeah, there's nothing. Everything's closed. So yeah, there's still the signs up. International airport. So I think, yeah, perhaps let's just see if we can get a bit of a runway or something, and then turn back to Siem Reap. All I can see is the car park in the old terminal and the air traffic control tower. It's very beautiful, the Angkorian shaped buildings. It was a beautiful airport. It's a bit like when you arrived in Bali as well. You got the Bali style kind of buildings. I think some of the most beautiful airports I've arrived to are Koh Samui, this airport formerly, and then yeah, like I said, then Pasar. Yeah, but the roads here just very bumpy. Not sure how my stabilizer and the camera's working, but yeah, just going past the cargo terminal and everything is kind of abandoned ship. And they've got some large metal gates. You can't see anything, so not much to see, unfortunately. Just barbed wire fence and steel fences. So I'm going to turn around. But yeah, there's the cargo terminal, ex-cargo terminal. And yeah, everything just shut up. It's a pity because you see how close it is to the city. You just literally 10 minutes. It reminds me of Tegel in Berlin, the airports, the old airports in Berlin as well. You could just go in and fly in, and literally 10-15 minutes you're in the city, which is cool. I think one of the big factors, many airports are like outside of the city. So there's going to be competition from railway and buses. But hey, you can't beat flying, the joy of flying. So there you go, guys. That is the formerly ex-Siem Reap International Airport, now the Ghost Airport in Siem Reap. I'm coining that term, Ghost Airport, Cambodia's Ghost Airport, which I think will be the title of this video. Yeah, everything overgrown, empty, abandoned. I think nice orange roofs. There's now a car or a truck just passing me. Okay. So yeah, my skin is now the color of those orange roofs. So I think I might pause this video and scoot back to my apartment to get my UV coverings, because this was not a good idea. Just looking as we go along, everything's bouncing around, so I hope the video quality is okay. Not using an action camera for this one. The mount is pretty shaky, unfortunately. Yeah, you get a lot of villagers just alongside the road living. On the paths, you would smell you get the smell of barbecue, people cooking and selling. Not so much today, as you can see, not many people, or not many, actually zero kind of traffic for passengers. So nobody. This is obviously half less travel day. Yes. You see the nice the rice fields, quite beautiful green color, luscious green. The whole place surrounding Siem Reap has got these beautiful rice fields. I think either rice or buffalo are fishing is one of the main activities. It's very agricultural. You see, you have the tourism as a key driver, economic driver for the region, the GDP, but agriculture is still very agrarian. So no shade, unfortunately. I still get very confused on roundabouts here. It's not always the right way for the person who's on the roundabout. Sometimes cars don't stop or bikes. So people driving take very much care, take caution, wear a helmet. If you're renting a bike, just check the brakes, check the acceleration. I had a couple of bikes where some of the acceleration was very jerky, so when you're in built up areas it can jolt or jerk. Through built up area of people, bikes, etc. Traffic can be very dangerous, so yeah, make sure that you've got a very solid bike. Some of the lower CC bikes, the Honda PCX, usually nice one for just city driving. I've had some issues with the click, on the click. I actually had an accident on a click before. So you get the gas canister just in the back actually. But I think people are very competent and skilled. They literally grow up on bikes in Southeast Asia, so it's they have a lot of experience. So yeah, I would say just if you're coming from a Western country, which is not very regulated, then I would say take your prejudgments, leave them at the door, and come here with an open mind, because it won't get you far. I think it's important just to adapt, respect, understand, and go with the flow. You get that in most countries, in especially Thailand, Vietnam. And if you come here with the rule book that you've learned, unfortunately you will probably, fall down somewhere. When it comes to just living here, you have to unlearn. I think unlearning is a skill. You could have a PhD, but the PhD is not necessarily useful when you have a system that works completely different. So unlearning is a skill when you need to adapt and, thrive in an unknown Okay, so here's the roosters. These massive roosters. I don't know the backstory. I'd love to, if anybody knows the backstory, educate. Can educate, it would be great. Yes, they're quite interesting. So these massive roosters. I'm not sure. How would you fit that in your car if you wanted to buy it? You know, is it, or a scooter? How would you get that to your apartment? I don't know. Yeah, so this is the just coming back on this road. On the right hand side is the Cambodian village, and they're called the Angkor Green Gardens. There's a nice hotel complex and resort. So it's great actually for family. Very tranquil and relaxed. That should be a good view. I hope the camera picked that up. But good view from here of the Ferris wheel here in Siem Reap. It's fun at night time. It lights up and there's street food. So if you're here for more than a couple of nights, then it's not to go to a place. So red, just like my skin. You see sometimes random just skipping the lights. So that's what I mean about leaving some of your operating system, the Western operating system at the door. Some people get very uptight if they see that in some countries. It's a bit like Thailand also. If you're biking here, it's the bikes go to the front of the traffic, and you should really stick on the right hand side of the road. So that's why I'm driving. There's a bicycle lane. So obviously not everybody sticks by the rules, but that's generally the way. In Thailand, it's on the left. So I've lived for 2 years in Thailand, so it took a bit of getting used to it. In Thailand, you stay on the left, and then the bikes go on the left. Um, so if you're making that switch, yeah, don't make that mistake. So yeah, nearly I think about 1 or 2 now. You might get a lot of the temple tourists starting to trickle back into Siem Reap, going for lunch, brunch. Probably end up in Pub Street after the long day in the temples. You can check out some of my videos to see what it's like on Pub Street. It's quite lively, nice nightlife, many bars and restaurants, and very family friendly, which is nice. So as you can see, most people have the, it's very hot, but people have the overalls, and it's not for the, not because it's cold, it's because of the sun. And genius me in a white t-shirt, skinny t-shirt, exposed. Gonna need a lot of aloe vera tonight. That's another a good tip. Not so much these big jackets. I would I think be sweating in these big jackets. I'm not sure how people don't get really sweaty, because it's actually plus 30 at the moment. If you get the light, almost like a rain jacket, it's a UV jacket. They sell them. This is not paid promotion. Maybe it should be if I get any views for this video. But Uniqlo have some great UV jackets that's very light to the skin, so you don't start sweating profusely, and then you can. There's great UV protection. I forgot to bring money. The UV light, you can't underestimate the UV here. I come from a country where the sun, the UV, I've never really had that problem, but I need to keep, even at nighttime, the exposure to the UV, it's intense. You can feel it. So if you're staying here for a long period of time, yeah, highly recommend keep everything covered, because you can get a lot of damage from UV radiation. So yeah, slightly underwhelming. I'd done some research on the. It's not much interest actually on YouTube. I think I'm just an aviation nerd, so I was interested and thought I would take a video. But you know, you see, this is where I get a bit nervous of just random, no respect for right of way, just randomly passing. Get a lot of that. And yesterday I saw an accident. It was incredible actually. Somebody just going slowly, and some guy just going really fast and just smacked into the back of the car, or into the back of the bike. So even if you have you know, you're really in control and aware, it's sometimes you get just people coming out of nowhere and just crashing into you. And sometimes the indicators are another issue. Sometimes left means right means left. So, like I said, unlearning. So it's actually red, but yeah. Anyway. You would actually think that somebody from outside would just respect the green man, the red man, whatever. I think I'm a red man at this stage. But yeah, you definitely need to have your wits about you when you're on the bike here. I don't even feel safe as a pedestrian walking across the road. It's actually no clue where I am right now. It's somewhere on the outskirts of Siem Reap. But slightly underwhelming, like I said, about the airport. I was kind of thinking maybe I could get into the to some of the tarmac. I thought they had it opened. They had it open for some drag racing. I'm not sure I get a lot of views for the video, but I think it was interesting. Anybody who's interested in travel, aviation, kind of cool to see the old airport. Not in all its glory, but somewhat in disrepair, but interesting to see how it is in 2025. just 1 year after it's been closed, I think. Maybe slightly longer. Yeah, so I might try to get back when it's actually opened up for some event or something. So another 7-Eleven there. 7-Eleven here is, yeah, if it's really cold, you get the cheap food and hygienic. A lot of it's imported from Thailand. Actually, all of the, like the snacks, sandwiches, there's no sushi like you have in Thailand. Some of the premium, you see somebody just crossing and guys going really fast. Crazy. So I know where I am now, yeah. I don't know the name of this road, but this is actually coming into the center of Siem Reap. We're near some of the, I'm not sure what to call it, like the backpacker district. You get a lot of funky lane. Just go down that way now. So here on the right, it's cool name actually, funky lane. And it is actually pretty funky lane. You get tattoo places, massage places, you get hostels. This one here, the funky village. It looks pretty funky at night, I have to tell you. It's like all those colors lit up. It's pretty cool. Is that? Okay, it's a fishing rod. I thought it was something else. Not sure if I can say what I thought it was on YouTube, but yeah. This place looks pretty cool at nighttime. I mean, most places Southeast Asia do. But this is like, just giving you guys like a look around, seeing this is January 2025. Giving you some unfiltered narration here, not using AI. So I hope the quality here on the mic is good. You see people just driving across, even though I'm pretty sure I have the right of way there. So funky lane. I'm not sure if it's still funky lane if you cross this road. So this road is also kind of like, I think party people, backpackers go here. It sucks on road. No, not really my cup of tea, but if you're into like hedonistic lifestyle, like Thailand, I think this is the closest you get in Siem Reap. I would say not like Pub Street, not family friendly like Pub Street, but yeah, not my cup of tea, but interesting. Some Thai restaurant already. Have two artists. They have some nice upscale, upmarket spas here. I think wellness is a big thing. I would say, just do it yourself with a foam roller. That's what I do. Unless you need a physiotherapist, but yeah, if you're feeling lazy, there's a lot of spas here. Here is, it doesn't really do it justice during the daytime. At nighttime, this place like kind of lights up. You get all the party here right in front. So this sign does say stop, so that's good. You actually see a sign that says stop. I like that. So I'm stopping. But at nighttime, this place goes crazy. So might do a narrated video at night. I have some videos with already. I'll just walk over the road. Okay. Actually, being on the bike now is not great. To show you this area, it's really good to walk in the market. The narrow lanes are pretty interesting. Uh, and they light up at night. You see, everybody's wrapped up because of the sun. It's not me. So this is the old market on the right hand side. Got the nice Chinese lanterns for Lunar New Year. It's coming in. And some nice Italian restaurants. You know, you might wonder like why, yeah, Il Forno is a nice Italian restaurant here. You might wonder though, being in Asia, seeing the travel video, if you're an expat here, you know, sometimes you're not eating Asian food. Whoa, that guy just came out of nowhere. Really not cool. So if I was going just a little faster there, that guy would have like smacked right into me, you see. And there's no left turn and then just going left. So wait for the traffic to pass. Yeah, so yeah, I'll turn this into a little tour actually around along the river. So yeah, the airport unfortunately was a little underwhelming. I'll bring you guys around the just around the riverside here daytime January 2025, Siem Reap. This is the pretty much smack bang downtown, old market. You get the tourists just coming in from their flights or coming in from the end of the temple trips and trying to go straight. Trying, emphasis on trying. Yeah, the temple tourists just dropping in, getting some food, maybe a little siesta. It's really hot now. I can't imagine walking around the temples at this time. So I really recommend, as most people do, they travel, maybe get up at 5, 6 a.m. Have a tuk-tuk driver waiting for them. If you want, there's a lot of tuk-tuk drivers will give you a guided tour. I've done it once or twice. I'm one of those people that actually wants to understand a bit of the history, you know, a bit of context and history in the buildings. I've found some of the tour guide was it was, I'm not sure how factual, to be honest. I'm not sure how, you know, the, when you're looking at the murals on the wall, I've obviously know the history myself and researching it at this stage. But when you go there first time, I'm not sure how it all adds up, to be honest. But yeah, so you can get that. I think you can find online a lot of tours. Do it yourself, DIY, get a bike, go around. There's bicycles, motorbikes, e-bikes are a thing here. From what I see, the e-bikes are typically twice the price of the old hydrocarbon, fossil fuel driven motorbikes. So that's what it is. And yeah, just go early. And try to see more than Angkor Wat. Look at the other temples, like I said. So on the left-hand side is the Siem Reap River. What I will do is just go a little bit further. I've done some walking tours. I like to keep myself really healthy and fit. I do walking, but not so sure how well running videos perform. I do love, as a hobby of mine, as a somebody who's actually formally trained in marketing. The thing about YouTube I like is how data-driven everything is. You can see exactly what's going on, who likes what content performs, and you can get a good sense of what actually your audience will enjoy. So people actually like. Okay, let's go over these bumps. It's funny though. I've learned that YouTube is actually a very time intense affair, in the sense that if you make a very good quality video with good audio, good script, good music. Oh, this restaurant Polo there on the right is amazing. Really great Italian restaurant. So yeah, it's kind of outside the town. I'm sure they get a lot of deliveries. I hope they do. They're very good. The food's very good. Actually, I was thinking of going right, but I'll go straight. So on the left is the river. They have a big dam, so the river's not free flowing. So the water is. I'm not sure how fresh the water is, but I see people fishing early in the morning. But they keep the levels up with a large dam there. You can check out my video on Phnom Penh, or one of the videos on the channel. You can see the Mekong. So this is obviously nothing like the Mekong, but the Mekong is amazing. Nice coffee shops here. You can't see it now, but quite often people are just sitting on the riverside, having a little picnic. It's quite common here in Cambodia. It's nice to see friends, family. So that's actually got a little one-way sign. So I'm trying to go that way. That's actually true. So this is turning into quite a tour actually of Siem Reap. This is coming up to one of the temples. You might just see the spires. Oh, yeah, beautiful. There you see the entrance. I think it's Wat Damnak. Yes, Wat Damnak. And they have a center for Khmer studies. So it's a beautiful city, town. It's hard to say city. It has the town vibe because none of the buildings can go higher than the Angkor Wat. So the height of many buildings are very low. A lot of low rises, no high rises. But it's just it's a beautiful city. If you like nightlife and crazy nightlife, probably not for you. Probably Thailand somewhere. But if you just like normal life, nothing crazy, yeah, it's ideal. You get a lot of the people who live here and stay here, the foreigners, are digital nomads, people who have retired. and it's a nice community. I've met some people randomly. People are very friendly. So yeah, definitely good vibes in this So I have no idea where that road goes. I'm gonna swing it now. Just looking at my skin, I'm not gonna show it on the camera, but it's super good. Korean barbecue on the right hand side. $8.95 all you can eat. I would really love to drive down that road. I'm not sure if I can, but yeah, I'll just stick on the main road. So you drive on the right hand side here. I think my issue is that even if you're on the right, people just cut in, and you have to be comfortable with that. Like this as well, you see, just driving towards you on the the wrong side of the road. Just you have to just keep your cool. Also, like that situation, I wanted to go right, and anyway. So you see the backpackers coming from some nice, starting a nice trip. A great place for backpacking and getting all the tours. What I'll do is I'll just show you guys around a little bit around what bowl, and then I'll stop. So this area is Wat Bo. You got some pretty nice, slick hotels and resorts. You got the Angkor Village Hotel here on the left, which is very nice. They have a nice restaurant. I don't think the panoramic lens is I'm not sure if you got that, but yeah, it's on my left hand side. And yeah. It's kind of styled in a Khmer village type style, which is nice. And what I'll try to do is show you a really cool coffee shop just up here. It's called Snack and Relax. It's got this little garden, so if you're doing if you're digital nomad looking for somewhere just if you need to do some, creative analytical work, it's ideal. They've got the kind of lotus seats, so it's almost like you're meditating, but yeah, very nice. It's actually like somewhere like, well, this is how I see it, but it's there on the left. Yeah, it's very nice. I'll show it again. It kind of reminds me of the Shire from the Lord of the Rings, kind of little hobbit Hobbit house. It's got this little round gateway. It's quite cool actually. For humans too, not just hobbits. Alright. We are really in the depths of the hood. It's a nice hood. I think it's actually, I wouldn't call it a hood. It's or barrio. It's a very nice area. You get some nice properties, nice. I live in the center. I was looking at apartments here, and yeah, good choice. You've got all types, all ends of the spectrum. High budget, low budget. If you have a family and kids, it's really safe, quiet here. So here is the Wat Bow. It's very beautiful. Just there on the right hand side. Quite impressive. Lots of stalls just selling nice iced tea, iced latte. I would love an iced latte right now. It's super hot. So yeah, these are just the streets around Wat Bow. This is kind of quiet. It's not the main area. We're going on to one of the bigger streets here. So like I said, I'll just show you some of this, then wrap up. So this is kind of the main street in Wat Bow. There's a new 7-Eleven. To be honest, maybe it's because I lived in Thailand too long, but yeah, I find a bit of a difference, to be honest. The staff in the Thai, most of the Thai 7-Eleven is super friendly. I don't always get that impression here, but yeah. It is what it is. I want to show you one more thing, and then yeah, we'll just go along the river and wrap up. But there is a duty free. They have a very cool luxury duty free, and I think I'm completely lost. I think I've gone past it or on the wrong road. No, I'm not. It's just down here. Okay. Looks former member of the Rolling Stones. Pink Floyd. Sid Barrett, maybe. Shine on. So, yeah, I'm gonna just go past it on the bike, but it's CDF. It's they've got some really nice if you're into luxury items. They got perfume, they got clothes, everything. It's like one of those discount stores that you see, like the discount villages in many places in Europe. It's not quite at that level. They don't have like the heavy discounted Hugo Boss, Tumi, all that kind of stuff. But they have some decent stuff. Because there's not a lot of malls here. If you're looking for you have to go to Phnom Penh if you want a nice sports stuff, jeans, clothes. Yeah. co-care. Co-care. Another thing about the VAT in Thailand, there's a scheme where you obviously you wait until you're exiting the country. You go to the airport. You hand in your receipts for items that you've purchased, so you get some VAT back. They don't have schemes like that here, so that's where some of these stores offer value. But you know, people don't stop. So it's just here on the right hand side. I'll show the front. CDF, China Duty Free. Angkor downtown duty free shop. They have a shuttle bus, which is cool. But I think we're done. We'll go back just along the river and then conclude. ABA, one of the largest, I think the largest bank in Cambodia. Really recommend if you're in this country for any period of time as a expat resident. Good banking services with ABA. Somebody probably disagree, but I like it. So literally burning up as I'm stopped there in the sun. I can literally feel the sun penetrating my bones, you know, that type of feeling, how hot it is. So yeah, I need to get some aloe vera yesterday. Lovely scenes here in we're just cleaning the river. I'm not gonna do something dangerous with the camera because I'm driving, but maybe I'll swing the bike around here just to show you how they clean the river. So I think I just missed a great shot there. You got the net, just the front of the boat, and they're gonna go up along the river. So this is an area that gets, when there's a festival, this area gets really like, they had the Kun Khmer World Championship here recently. Many people, big stage today is quite empty. But this is just a taste of Siem Reap, guys. Just hope you enjoyed some of this. Just testing out this mic, this narration. Decided to do a bit more free-flowing type kind of travel vlogging. I use a lot of artificial intelligence, but it gets time-consuming. So using the good old human narration Just going along the old Angkor Hotel, Grand Hotel Angkor. Right hand side, you've got the Angkor Market, number two. Quite new. They import a lot of Western goods. It's actually very good. You can get everything from everywhere. I've not actually seen that in many markets. Actually, they've got American, British, French, Irish, all types of food. This luggage in the back of the tuk-tuk reminds me of times when I arrived in Cambodia, traveling from the airport, my story of traveling across the desert. So one of those tuk-tuks with my luggage. That's, if you can imagine in this heat, driving across, for 3 hours in the tuk-tuk. It's okay for the town here, but not ideal for a 3 hour trip. So hence I recommend the transfer service. I'm not, it's not an affiliate. I've got no, actually there's some links in my videos for travel links. I don't have transfers, but I do have a link to trip.com. So I'm doing this as a hobby, but yeah, it'd be really helpful and to support the channel. I'm not actually a YouTuber, but I'm testing some of the formats to see the travel videos to see how it works. I'm slightly on a sabbatical at the moment. That's a lot of eggs. Going left, going left. Alright, so I think this is going to bring us close to the finale of the video. Just back down. I'm sure there's a nice word for this boulevard. I think there's a Charles de Gaulle boulevard somewhere. Maybe this is it. But so we're going down this nice boulevard. I'm sure those guys are like maybe 10 on the bike. No, under 10. Maybe it's a petrol. Okay. You see, I think that's another thing. That some of the driving that people don't perhaps don't get the yeah, who knows. I think there's obviously this I think really young kids just driving on the bike, but you can imagine how if people don't go to driving school and they're now driving, how much problems that causes down the line in terms of accidents. So just to give you an idea, place is covered in AirAsia ads. They've launched an aggressive campaign from Siem Reap Airport. I'm seeing the promo offer is $74 to, where is that? Phuket, Singapore, $73 to Phuket. Wow, that's a good offer. I do have, I think I have an affiliate link for AirAsia somewhere, but yeah, great airline. Look at this, $99. Where's that? So this dude just drives in the middle of nowhere. You see, that's you need to be really careful driving here. People do not respect the rules, the driving rules. I mean, there is a method to the madness, but it's very difficult to unlearn sometimes, So as I was saying, Air Asia promotions, very good. Air Asia move, their new super app. That's quite cool too. So yeah, I just like we saw the empty hotels, but I'm sure I believe that the occupancies, the passenger numbers are increasing since COVID. You see these offers will stimulate demand. There's more tourists, um, which is if you're a resident here, it's well. I think the price of everything is remaining relatively stable, although the world has been inflation over the past 2 years since the Fed hiked in 2022. Um, just everything increased for various reasons. I think what I've noticed inside the station, the price stability, everything has remained very stable and constant. So there hasn't been massive fluctuations in terms of basic goods, rental items. Uh, Salaries have basically remained. Unfortunately, I'm not sure salaries are always inflation adjusted, but things have remained stable in a good way, which I think a lot of these economies depend on tourists. So if there was any massive jolt in prices, you don't see you won't see the tourists. So guys, we're gonna wrap up. If you like some of this, I'll make more from around Southeast Asia, the world when I have time. So from a very sunny Siem Reap on a Sunday, I wish you guys a great day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. So I encourage you all to visit Siem Reap, beautiful place, and yeah, wear a helmet if you're on a bike. All right, guys, stay safe. Peace out.